Welcome to a special edition of Gridiron Takes. I'm Greg Ellis with Ty Harden. We decided to go outside today, take advantage of this nice weather. Coming off a big 35-6 homecoming win against Grenada, and now we're back on the road after a 3-game homestand at Oxford. And Coach, great win last week. Celebrate for a few days, and now it's time to get ready for the defending state champs.
Yeah, last Friday was fun. You can tell our guys had fun. It was a fun night for the fans. It was a great atmosphere. But this week's even bigger, you know. Big game. Our guys, I'm pretty sure, want it really, really bad. You know, Oxford has, had our number the past few years, and you know, you got to take the next step. Got to enjoy it. Enjoy that win during that time of the weekend. But when it got to be Sunday, it was time for Oxford.
You talked about last week and prior to the game on Friday how it's a new season, everybody's 0-0. How big is it to get out to that 1-0 lead in division play?
Well, I mean, you're not behind the 8 ball, and you're ahead of 4 other teams in the district because, there's half of us that are 1-0 and other half are 0-1. And so we're treating each week like a new season, and we've got to, we've talked to our guys this week. We're 0-0 this week, So we want to be 1-0 every Friday, and that's what we're preaching.
Before we go ahead and look at the Oxford game, let's go back to the Grenada game. That was a big team. I mean, they were really big. They had a great season. They were undefeated as well going into that game. Looking back, what did you see as the key to victory for that game?
I mean, we had some adversity early on. They returned a punt the second drive of the game, and we're down, 6-0. And we'd preached to our guys all week. You really hadn't had any adversity at any game this season, and what's going to happen when you do that? And our kids didn't flinch. That was one big key, and the second key was that strip fumble on the goal line for 99 yards. I think that just changed the game.
14-point swing.
14-point swing, just like that. And I think, it was Katie bar the door after that. I mean, momentum was just all our direction. We were high as a firecracker after that, and I think that just kind of was a, shot to the jugular to them.
When they say football isn't a game of emotion, I'll remind them of that,
right.
that play. But it wasn't just that you got the strip, the ball, but you get the score on it. There was a lot of things that happened in that play that the defensive guys had to be aware of at the moment.
Well, we preach running to the ball so much. Good things happen to people that run to the football, and that's what championship defenses do. And the guy that scored the touchdown was the corner on the opposite end of the field. He was on the totally opposite end of the field, so he's running the play down from the backside. Ball gets stripped, another guy tries to scoop it and bounces it forward, and he picks it up to go 90-something yards. And just good thing happens when you play hard, you fly to the ball. This game rewards people that work really hard and get after it.
It does, especially when, you always say you play till the whistle blows, and apparently he did.
Correct.
So, you've had some injuries at quarterback, and then Harold goes the whole game. How would you assess his performance?
Thought he played great. Great for that moment. He handled it very well. Probably surprised Grenada and some other folks, but he did well with his feet. He did well with reading everything. He had fun. It just tells you how good of a situation that we're in with both the quarterbacks we have. They're 2 great players, and they're 2 great teammates, and the team rallies around them too. So, I mean, it's exciting to see. I think everybody out there has seen how much we've improved each week.
No doubt. Just like last year, in the field this year, you're now 5-0, and also you're getting more receivers back. KD's not having to carry the load, and I think that made a difference too.
So Dalen Patton was he was a difference maker last week. A guy that we kind of moved. He played a lot of tight end and stuff inside in the past. We moved him outside because he's athletic and fast enough to do that. And, he's a game changer out there. He's big and physical, but he can also run. We get J.Q. Weatherspoon back really soon. But, yeah, the more receivers we get back helps. We should get another O-lineman back. We had 2 DBs, a receiver. We had several guys out last week, and we've got some guys out this week. But, the projections show we start getting some guys back really soon, and, man, we should be really fun to watch. We got all our horses.
Already are fun to watch. Now, looking ahead, you've already said it. They've had our number the last couple of years. It's really, in the last 3 or 4 years, turned into a big rivalry game for us. Oxford, we go there again. Just talk about that game and how do you approach it with your players that, hey, yes, it's a rivalry game, but more than anything, it's a division game that we need to win.
Exactly. I mean, it's you got to win this game. You know, this game, if you lose this game, it hurts you in 2 different ways. You lose as a division game, and you lose to somebody you probably really, really want to beat. You know, our guys should be up for it. There shouldn't be much motivation for me to give them. I'm always going to try to motivate them pretty hard. But, I mean, we feel good about the football team that we have from last year to this year. You know, I'll say it. We should have beat them last year.
Yeah, I still ain't got over that one.
Should have beat them last year. That's directly my fault that we didn't beat them last year. Kids played great. We won 2 of the 3 phases of the game. We lost the special team phase. We're not going to make that mistake this year. And, you know, our kids are hungry. Our kids are going to go over there and want it. We just got to balance our emotions, you know, play the football game, play business-like, and just get after them.
You know, looking back at all the other games, I feel like you guys have done that this year. You kept your emotions, and, you know, obviously it's an emotional game and emotions are needed, but there's a fine line that, you know, with that.
Well, you know, most of the time when we get too emotional, it's probably my fault because I'm a high energetic, emotional guy, you know, and our guys take they take on my personality a lot of times, and I love that. It can be good or bad. But I thought we've done a pretty good job of keeping our emotions at bay, not being too high, not being too low. But when we're doing good, we're going to celebrate it. We're going to have fun. And I think, you know, life's short. You got to celebrate the success, and you got to have fun while you can.
When you look at this Oxford team, is it like all Coach Cutcliffe teams, or is this one different?
No doubt, no doubt. One of the best coach teams in the state of Mississippi. They're going to be. The thing about Oxford every year, they'll never beat themselves.
Right.
That's the one thing they don't do is they don't beat themselves.
I remember you saying that last year.
You have to go out there and beat them all 3 phases. If they beat you 1 phase of the game, they can beat you. That's just how well coached they are, and that's how those kids are bought into what they do over there. You know, they're not going to turn the ball over on offense. They're going to find something on offense to find your little kink in your armor defensively to expose. Defensively, the scheme that they do is very well coached. They don't get beat over the top. They don't give up big plays. They're very good at stopping the run. And in special teams, they do so much special teams wise and work on it so much that it's another, like you have to spend a lot of time defending them and working towards them. And so we know the task at hand. I mean, it's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be a battle. But, you know, I wouldn't want it any other way.
Size-wise, are they comparable to what we played, or not as big?
I think they're comparable to most Oxford. They've got they're very long. They've gotten very long and athletic throughout the years. They've got long receivers, long quarterbacks, long linebackers. You know, they've got D linemen that are, you know, kind of long bodies and stuff too. So it's, you know, it's good.
When you look at their offense, pass heavy, run heavy, balanced?
Pretty balanced. They want to throw that rock around, though. I mean, Coach Cutcliffe loves to throw it around. He loves to take those chances. I would say pretty balanced. You know, maybe throw a little bit more, just depending on who they're facing.
Right. Remember, you cannot go to the game and purchase a ticket. You have to purchase the ticket online and check out all of our social media for more details on that. And Coach, you know, we're 5 games into the season, but we only got 2 home games left, and a big one coming up next week with Starkville. Not only because it's Starkville, but it's our community tailgate. It's back after a 2-year absence. You've not experienced this yet, but it is a great atmosphere. It is a great way leading into the game, and we want to invite everybody to come out. You can start setting up your tents at noon on that Friday. We will start at 5 o'clock. There'll be food, activities. We'll judge tents. You know, bring friends, bring your neighbors. We want it packed again.
Absolutely.
Well, Coach, good luck this week. Congrats on the 5-0 start, and we hope to be 6-0 this time next week. For Coach Harden, I'm Greg Ellis. This is Gridiron Tags.